Hi, everyone. Today, I wanted to record a video for nurses and mid-levels and anybody else that has debt. I wanted to address something specifically that I get asked a lot, and that's do you pay off debt or do you invest? So I'm going to be touching on that today. So go ahead and feel free to join me. My name is Ethan Stewart with Centennial Financial Group, LLC. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so saving versus investing, or excuse me, saving versus repaying debt. This is a big question I have from people specifically that have large amounts of debt. So that's usually medical professionals. So how do you prioritize? And the answer to that is that it's kind of it's kind of a loaded question because there's two answers. First off, how you prioritize is based off of interest rate. Because if you have a 10% debt, right, and that's that you owe a 10% interest rate on, that's pretty high. And if you look at the average rate of return that you could make on uh, uh, in the um, in the stock market, let's say just generally speaking, it's around 7.2%, which historically is pretty close. So if you make 7.2%, if you have 10% interest on your debt, and now you're making 7.2, you're on the negative end of compounding interest because you're owing more interest than you're actually getting. Now, and vice versa, if you have an interest rate of a loan that's 3% and you can make 7.2% on average, now you're on the positive end of compounding interest. So in that case, you would want to invest more than pay off debt. And the first case, if you are on the negative side, you want to pay off debt faster than you actually want to invest. So that's a good way, a rule of thumb on how to approach things. But the second answer to that question of do you save versus do you pay off debt is you want to do a little bit of both. You never want to let your debt just accumulate and just minimize. You want to continue to pay off payments. But at the same time, even if you have a high interest rate, you want to save something. So the next piece I'm going to get to is where do you invest? And so from there, what typically recommend is try to do your 401k. At least if there's a match, at least do the match because it's free money on the table. Generally speaking, go ahead and just take advantage of that match and then focus on debt. Use that, interest rate criteria of which one do you prioritize more of, but you want to do a little bit of both because putting some money away earlier and more consistently will give you a lot more money on the back end. And I'm going to talk about that in another video of why you want to start earlier than later as a nurse in a mid-level. I know that retirement's way down the road for many of you, but that's something you want to strive for, but maybe something a little more short term. Maybe you want to take a vacation because knowing you guys, you don't take vacations often. You don't always take care of yourself, but I always recommend try to take care of yourself and paying off debt effectively and saving at the same time will help that. So hopefully this video was helpful. If so, please, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Give me some feedback. Please don't hesitate to let us know if we can help. And also, if I'd appreciate if you like our page, and then if you know anybody that would find this helpful, please share and recommend. Let them know that this is out there. So until next time, I look forward to talking to you. Thanks for the time, and you have a great day.